What is up, everyone? It is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. And so today's video is very exciting because we are doing another Q&A and also because we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Woo! That is such a huge YouTube milestone, so thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, commenting throughout the years. Literally, I started posting music videos onto YouTube back in middle school, then stopped. Then 6 years ago in college, I started posting consistently again. So thank you all so much for being part of the ride. I asked you all on Instagram if you had any questions for me, so we are going to answer a few of them in this video. So the first question is, what is your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show is Survivor. Social strategy reality TV shows is probably something I can talk about for a very long time. So shows like Big Brother, The Challenge, Survivor, Amazing Race, The Circle, Traitors. Survivor is a great show where you have to balance voting your fellow castmates out of the game, crushing their dreams, while also managing your relationships so that these people will want to vote for you to win and give you money at the end of the game. Last week, I actually played in my first online reality game, also known as Org. So this Org was called Chaotic Reality Live, and it is like a Survivor style game that we played over Discord, and it was live streamed on Twitch, where 12 strangers, you are on these video calls with each other, getting to know each other, forming alliances, and then voting each other out. So this was a really cool experience. I have always been like nervous to play these games because my friend Alyssa and we've been talking about Survivor on the internet for the past 8 years. I would say there is a difference between talking about these shows online and actually playing these shows and doing well at these shows. So I'm proud of myself for even applying, interviewing, and being cast for this game show. But I had a really fun time playing this game, and I ended up winning the whole thing in a 4-to-1 jury vote at the end. So like totally exceeded all of my expectations going into the game. I literally just did not want to be first boot. To end up winning on my first try in an org really means a lot to me. I shouldn't doubt myself in these games, and maybe I should play some more of these games and or actually apply for Survivor. Next question is, what is your biggest pet peeve? Bad drivers are very annoying on the road. This is terrible to drive with. I would also say another pet peeve would be like when you're walking on a sidewalk, say you're on like a college campus or something like that, and like someone in front of you or a group of people in front of you literally just like stop walking, and then you're about to like ram into them. They just stop walking randomly and you're like, oh, I gotta divert now. Like, first off, you don't need to block the entire sidewalk. You can't just stop dead in your tracks and stand there and or start walking the other way. If you're going to turn around, make a larger loop so then you are not just stopping dead in your tracks. No one can expect that. Next question is, would you rather be hot or cold? So it's like the Katy Perry song. I feel like in general, I would rather be hot than cold. This past week, we went swimming at the pool a few times, and I was just very cold in the pool. So I feel like shivering, losing feeling in my fingers at the pool was very uncomfortable, not that fun. But also, winter's ending now, so I remember being cold and suffering waiting at the train station. I will remember the suffering of the heat here in the East Coast once we start to get that humidity back. And then in the summertime, I'm like, I don't even want to go outside because it's so hot and muggy. I really did like San Francisco Bay Area weather, like moderate all year round. I would choose that weather. Next question is, what is the best concert you've been to? Always, hands down, the answer to this question will be Fall Out Boy. I have an entire video about my experience being in the pit at Fall Out Boy last year. First Fall Out Boy concert, like 2014. They were so good. And I just saw them for the 7th time on their second leg of the current tour. So that was very exciting. We got to touch Pete Wentz again. Going into this concert, I had no fear that this wouldn't happen. I believed that we would be close to touch Pete Wentz, and it happened. So forever and always, I will say Fall Out Boy for this question. Next question is, what is something that is on your bucket list? So I feel like a lot of the adventure-y things you've got to do at least once. So I've been skydiving before. Some other things that I would want to try would be like bungee jumping. Similar to skydiving, I think I need to try it once at least just to see. So I would say bucket list item right now would be bungee jumping. Next question is, do you live by any words of wisdom? I would say like yes and no. There are like handfuls of quotes or sayings that I like and I relate to, but I'm not necessarily like thinking of them every single day. A phrase that I saw recently, it said something along the lines of, if not you, then who? Basically saying like you should be putting yourself out there doing these things that you want to do, because if you aren't trying and willing to do those things, then who else is? Someone else is going to accomplish your goals and dreams. You don't want that. Like, you might as well go out and do those things to accomplish your goals. So that's something that I've been thinking about. Like, if I put my mind to something, I'm going to do it and want to do it. I don't really see the need for like holding myself back. And I feel like just generally having positive energy in my space. I feel like a lot of things usually go my way. I feel like I'm a very lucky person. So sort of going around with the mindset and attitude, why can't good things happen to me? Why can't I accomplish these things? If I put in hard work and my energy into this, then hopefully it's going to go my way. The next question is, what is your favorite case that you've worked on at work? So currently I work as a paralegal in environmental law litigation. So it's a lot of cases involving like land and water, animals. So an interesting case that I worked on last year involved an animal breeder. They are breeding cats for sale and weren't really taking good care of these cats that they're breeding. So me as the paralegal on this case, I helped to organize all of the documents that these people sent over. So like their internal documents as well as vet records. And for people that are neglecting their animals, you might assume that their paperwork is probably also not necessarily up to standard, difficult to read, sloppy handwriting, all of the above. So that was a very cool case. Those people are no longer allowed to breed and sell their cats anymore. And the last question for this Q&A is, what law school are you attending in the fall? So this is a good question. I'm going to do a whole other video talking about my law school acceptances and which law school I ended up picking. We are a little bit out from the deposit deadlines right now, so I haven't yet committed final choice to a law school. Sort of stressful time at the moment, trying to weigh like pros and cons of each school. So yeah, currently at the moment I've got like, a ranking in my head of which ones I like more than the others. That'll be in a future video. I'll do a law school reveal. A lot of change going to be happening, so it's very exciting but also scary. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much again for 10,000 subscribers. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting, and I will see you all next time.